Welcome, 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 everybody. Please, as you come in, like and share. Sharice Kitchen, Big Sis, welcome. Blush Ingram, welcome. Brisbane Big Nation, welcome, baby bro. Thank you all for coming. Please come in, like and share the video. Queen Atkins Diamond, my sis of high standards. Queen Bridget, welcome. Siri, Queen of Culture. Jessica Mumma, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tata Monono, my respect always, sis, my respect. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Please, as you come, like and share. Please like and share, please. Invite a friend, invite a friend, invite a friend, invite a friend. Big sis, Iron and Fred, welcome, my beautiful big sis. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my God, my lovely people, we are actually in the house, or we're actually in the house with us is the very Queen of Culture, Siri, the one we are listening to at the moment. So please show her some love. That's the queen of our culture. She's representing not only Bafu, but the grass field as a whole. We cannot wait to receive you in the UK, sis. Angumajino wakwa mandio, angumajino wakwa wandi, and the grandma taken sansa. She is Prince. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bella Fountain TV. We're going to go straight into today's topic. Hopefully, we won't stay too long on the show, but it's going to be another interesting show as always. But before we start, first of all, I want to introduce myself, Bella Fountain, or Bella, if you want to call me that. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for liking, for sharing. And if you haven't done so, please do me a favor and do just that. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so whenever I come on live or I drop a video, you will not miss a thing. And to all my loyal followers, my loyal audience, I thank you all. I appreciate you all every single day. I thank you. Hot Pepper, Bella, welcome, darling sis. Hope you are feeling a lot better today. I thank you all so much. The encouragement, the feedback, the love, the support, financially, spiritually, emotionally. I want to thank you all so very much. Okay, the channel is still growing, like I've said, I've asked, I've pleaded, I've requested. Please keep sharing it, inviting more people, talking about the channel. We need to make the change in our community. You need to be the change in your community. People used to say, oh, Bella, so what can we do? I always say to people, be yourself. Be an example so people can copy you. Okay, the things you do or the things you say, it doesn't matter if you're lighting a camera or you're under the comment section. The way you type, the messages you send out, the comments you put in there or put out there can make a change in your community. So this involves every single one of us. So I want to thank everyone that stood by me from day one and the ones that have joined along the way. Let's carry this channel to a different level. We need to push this channel forward. Principal, the voice of reason, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. So thank you all so very much. And for those who are actually sending me topics to vlog, I appreciate you all so very much. And I'm so pleased that people understand our channel. They know the type of things we're talking on our channel. Ivy Love, welcome, darling sis. And the objective of our channel, our focus, and where we want to be. So they send those very useful topics. So from time to time, I will go, on my drawing board and pick out a topic so we can discuss. And to some of my colleagues who actually dropped me some topics as well, I appreciate you so very much for actually believing that I can handle those topics nicely. I appreciate you all. Now, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching me and dropping a comment, I'm so, I love to interact with every single person. And so if you haven't subscribed and you drop a comment, it's impossible for me to reply or respond to your comments. So please, if you haven't done so, do me that favor. Great. Thank you all so very much. Hope I've welcomed every single person. We need to pop champagne, hot pepper. Okay. Oh my God. So today, as you see on my caption, I said it's written, peace person, my mama. Mama, I just love you so much. I love the fact that the advice you give is, is a kind of advice that any sincere, honest, big sister or younger sister or mother or auntie would give to any person. And he who has ears, let them hear. Let them hear. Because, I see some of the comments. There are certain persons on this social media that I respect a lot. I respect a lot. One thing about me, just babe, my darling big sis in the building. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I love people who have principles. It doesn't matter if everyone does not align with those principles. As long as you believe in them and you stick by them, I respect that person. Even if I don't abide or align with your principle, if I see somebody who has principles and they are sticking to the principle and working towards them and doing everything around such principles, I have so much respect for such a person. I have so much respect for such a person. The one thing I cannot stand, there's certain type of persons I cannot stand. I cannot stand liars. I cannot stand indecisive people. Indecisive people, I cannot stand such persons. I cannot stand them. And people who cannot be upfront, I cannot stand those people. That's just it. Queen Akin Diamond has actually written something there. Reasonable. Yeah, Bella, I say this always, that we type behind fake profile. Oh yeah, that we typed behind fake profile reflects who we truly are. Yes, in real life, you can tell from many. I do. I do. And that's why I'm saying there are many people on this social media, on this, YouTube street that I respect a lot. And not necessarily vloggers, but the commenters or the audience or the followers. There are certain profiles that I respect a lot. That even if we disagree, our disagreement is so mature. Even if they are disagreeing with you, they will disagree so maturely and constructively. Okay, and people like that, I have so much respect for them. So much respect. The worst type of people are indecisive people. The worst type of people are judgmental people. People who want to always condemn. Such persons, I try and keep them far away. Far away. Pendulums get on my last nerves. If I'm with you no matter what. Absolutely, just babes, pixies. Absolutely, pendulums or yo-yos. I cannot stand yo-yo people. I cannot do yo-yo. I can't. And that's what I've always said on social media. If I have a disagreement with somebody, and that's how I do in my personal life, my private life, that's what I do. That's what I practice. If I have a disagreement with you, Big Sis, Belinda Paul, welcome, darling Big Sis, I see you. Debunkers, Parliament, Muma, welcome. If I have a disagreement with you, or if I have a fallout with you, I don't have any reason, no reason to discredit you or humiliate you in public. That will never happen. I will never do it. I will never. It's not part of me. I will never discredit you. I will never humiliate you in public. You know what? Because I believe that human beings are not stupid. People see, people will talk. Okay. I will not be the one to come out to discredit you or to humiliate or degrade or denigrate you. I will not. It will never come from me. And that's just my personality. That's just one of the principles that I stand by. Growing up, it was embedded in me. I would never do it. I would never do it. And also, I'm one person that if I have to, I have people in my life and I place them respectively according to their seniority or their importance in my life. And based on that, I will engage with those people when it comes to correction based on that. Okay. For instance, I cannot pick up my phone or I cannot come and light my camera and I'm addressing just babes who I know is my senior. I will not address her and say things about her, how she's gone wrong in a very radical way in front of my camera. I will pick up my phone, I will call her and I will talk to her how I feel and I'll express myself and I hope that she would listen. Okay, you have already given your advice and that's what's most important. And that's me. If I have something to say to somebody, I will call them and I will talk to them how I feel, especially if they are my seniors. That's just how I operate. That's just how I operate. And the manner in which we correct people, oh my God, people don't understand. The manner in which you correct somebody would decipher if that person would listen to you or not. If that person, if you're going to meet resistance or not. Rita, oh, welcome, darling. Thanks for joining. Please, as you come in, like the video and share. Yeah, peace person, Mama, you've been missing. You've been missing, Mama. I asked about it on our last show. Yeah, it's very important. How you talk to somebody is very important. It's very important. We have to be very careful. You could have an important message to pass to someone, or you could have a valid point to pass to someone, but your manner of approach would ruin your delivery and it would ruin the effect that you wanted for that message. Literally. Any person will put up a front when you don't come correct. Even I will put up a front if you don't come correct. Somebody comes to me and talk to me, try to make me understand where I'm going wrong with the right tone and appropriate body language, I would listen. And I always say, especially if you're talking to a senior person and you're a younger one, this is a simple truth. Our culture doesn't permit disrespect. And immediately you're talking to a senior person, they are already having their, resistant guard up or shield up. So we have to be very careful. I've said it so many times. If you're watching me and you're on this social media street and you haven't learned a lesson or two, then I don't know what you're doing or what you actually want out of this social media. I see every single thing on this social media as a life lesson. Every single thing on social media is a life lesson. I learn each and every day. And that's why I always say it's important to have principles in life, because nobody is perfect. None of us are perfect. Okay? None of us are perfect. But if you want to strive for perfection, you must have guidance. And one of the most important guidance in your life should be your principles. Yes, Muma, the Bunkers Parliament. Oh, of course. Of course, our upbringing has a huge part to play. But as human beings, if you have to evolve and be a better person, you have to be open to learn. Whilst I'm on the street, if I tell you guys that I've learned a lot from the things I see, some of the vlogs and some of the comments I read, you will not believe it. You wouldn't believe it. For the past 2 years, coming up to 2 years that I've been on this social media street, how much I have learned. Asking for a friend, my auntie dearest. Welcome, auntie. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing great. I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot. And I want to beg on everybody, if you're watching me, you have to be very careful. You have to be very watchful, because social media is a place where you can actually thrive, or you can literally decide to destroy yourself. Like you can go on a self-destruction mission or a self-improvement mission. Because I have realized, and I said on my shows, I've done so many shows, and one of the shows I will call is Frenemies. There are people that come to your life not because they love you. There are people that come to you and cheer you, not because they love you, not because they necessarily love you, but because they want to see you make a fool out of yourself. Because they want to make you feel, make a fool out of yourself. So you have to be careful the way you make your circles. Need to be really tight. It has to be really, really tight. Because trust me, so many issues that we face nowadays would have been avoided if people could just think about the importance of relationships. If people can just think about the importance and significance of relationships that you create. Let me read some few comments there. Belinda Porter, just thank God for my upbringing. I will never disrespect an elder, no matter the situation. Just Babe said the street will shake one's faith in humanity and friendship. Most definitely. Most definitely. My way never learn lesson for this street na person, no. To be honest, Bella, I'm really ashamed of myself for getting myself involved with some persons in my life. And it's a lesson to be learned. Big Sis Belinda Poor, it's a lesson to be learned. Things happen in life, when in some relationships that we've established, and you're thinking to yourself, thank God, oh my God, thank God I kept myself. Thank God I went by what I believe in. Because people will try you. People will try you. There have been times where people have come to me and I say to them, no, I'm not going to do this because it doesn't sit or align with the things that I believe in. That's just me. It would upset some people. It will please some people. It will upset some people. It will please some people, but that's life. What's most important is that you please yourself, what you believe in. Don't do something to displease yourself and please the crowd. It does not, it won't last long. It won't last long at all. Prince says it depends on the way the person will also react to you talking to. Absolutely. Because some elderly people don't listen to young ones. They make it feel like disrespect. Most definitely. Especially, that's why I said with us, our African culture, the elders have been wired in a way that they feel we have to come correct when it comes to, pointing out some of their mistakes. And it takes time and we have to understand. And I will also say, we are responsible for our actions. The way you react. For instance, Prince puts that comment there. Okay, let's just say it was a rude or arrogant comment that Prince, I'm not saying your comment is rude or arrogant, puts that a rude or arrogant comment or a dismissive comment under the comment section. And I start hyperventilating. Okay, I start hyperventilating. How is that helping matters? How is that helping matters? There are many times that I've gone to correct people and they have been dismissive and I just smile and I walk away. And when you do that, the honest truth is when you go to somebody with an open heart, an honest heart to correct them, and they are very dismissive and they are rude to you and you quietly walk away, especially an elderly person, trust me, they will sit back and it will sink in and they will feel so embarrassed. And they will be the ones to reach out to you to say, you know what? You were correct. You know what? You were correct. And I'm talking or speaking out of experience. I'm speaking out of experience. I used to be very hyper. For anybody who has been my friend, people who have known me, my schoolmates, I used to be very hyper. In my family, I don't know if it's a last born syndrome where you feel like you're entitled, nobody should upset you. I used to be like that, but I've had to learn over the years to be patient, to take it easy, and think about your body language and the tone in which you talk to people. And I've decided to also remind myself that I am only accountable for the way I react or behave. I cannot hold that other person accountable. It's their choice. What they do or say or think is not my responsibility. My responsibility is how I take it and react to it. If we think in that way, we would avoid so many blame games. We will avoid so many conflicts. And we would learn to agree to disagree. Easter to remember. My darling sis, love you so much. This person says, very true, Muma. At least think about the good times. I ask myself what happened to having a conversation when we don't agree on things. It's absolutely, nowadays, everyone thinks the media is the best place for, resolving their differences. That's what I mean. Human beings, and you see, thank you so much, Peace Person, for that comment. When you are in a group of friendship or acquaintance and you fall out, do not allow 2 months of turbulence to ruin 2 years of happiness. You cannot allow 2 months of turbulence to ruin 2 years of happiness. That's a mistake a lot of people make. That's a mistake a lot of people make. And on this street, I'm telling every single person, if somebody shows you their color, if somebody shows you the color the first time, even if you're still engaging with that person, do not disregard the color they're showing you. I've said it so many times. If somebody shows you their color, take it for what it is. If someone shows you the true color, take it for what it is. Because the temptation is that you would always want to feel like people are like yourself. People will treat you like you treat them. It's tempting. Do not. I've learned that over the years, and this social media street is just confirming it to me. The social media street is just confirming that to me. You don't have to hate anybody, but you have to eat with people from a distance. You can use the longest wooden spoon and eat with that person, and you guys can still eat in peace. A leopard can never change its spot. Even if the leopard were to, plunge themselves into a puddle or a sewer and come out, it will still remain a leopard. Underneath this, all the rubbish and dirt, there are spots. It's a spotted leopard. It can never change. It can never change. I thank God. I've made some amazing relationships on this social media street. People I can call sisters. People I can call brother. I have made on this street. I'm so happy. That's why I say it depends on what you want to make out of social media. If you want to use social media to destroy yourself and destroy others, you would end up not having anything to talk about or to show for at the end of it all. If you love somebody, you will understand their flaws. If you understand their flaws, you will bear with them, you will be patient with them, and help the person to improve and be a better person, or be a better version of themselves. Because if we were all to discard people from their mistakes, a lot of us will be islands. If we were going to go around discarding people just because they've made mistakes, a lot of us will be islands. There are people who have taken me for what I am or who I am. My husband will always say, love me, love my dog, which means you love me and you love my imperfections. That does not mean you are encouraging me to be imperfect. You understand those imperfections and you can help me be a better person. And you can help me to be a better person. And if I'm with you 100%. If I'm with somebody, it's 100%. I give 110% of my being to that person, regardless. Regardless. Push come to shove, I will walk away. You will just suddenly realize that Bella is gone. I don't have to cause a chaotic scene. I don't have to create instability. I just walk away. And why do I walk away? I walk away for my own dignity. I walk away for my own sanity. And I walk away because I have consideration for the other people around us. Because my fallout with that person can end up hurting so many other persons. So it's better for me to walk away peacefully so that some stability can still be maintained. I must not tamper with the calmness of our environment because I'm upset. I mustn't. I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot. I keep saying it. The worst thing you can do to somebody is to beat them when they are down. The worst thing you can do to somebody is to beat the person when they are down. That's the worst thing you can do to somebody. Beat them while they are down. So let's think carefully. Character is definitely like pregnancy. Most definitely. Queen Atkins Diamond absolutely says character is like pregnancy. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. And that's why you can only pretend for so long. You can only pretend for so long. Please like and share the video, please. If you can share on Facebook, I'll appreciate that if you could. I don't go Lily, my big sis for life. Welcome, big sis. You can only pretend for so long, big sis Belinda Paul. It will come out. It will eventually come out. That's just a simple truth. It will come out. It will come out. And I always beg on everybody, if you see even myself going wrong, making a wrong move, please, no one is above correction. Correct me. If you truly love me, you would correct me, and you will correct me in the most respectable way. You will correct me in the most, how can I say it? In a way that still preserves my dignity. And because that's what I would do for someone I call my own. If you have to correct me as much as you want, but correct me in a way that will still preserve my dignity. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Because that's what you do to the ones you call your own, or the ones you love and care for. If I've ever, I'm one of those persons, I know, hottest vibe, welcome, darling. I don't know if you guys can agree with me. If I have ever at one point aligned myself with you, okay, and for some reason, I feel like the dynamics are suddenly changing. The mother, my wisdom sis, welcome, darling sis. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're doing great. Hottest vibes, I'm doing good. How are you doing, darling? I hope you're doing fantastic yourself. And if I align myself with you, and for some reason I realize that you're derailing from the way I actually viewed you, I will pull back. And if I see that you're slowly finding your steps or your foot to where we used to be, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. That's just me. Because every time I'm with somebody, and I've said on my show, if I address somebody, it's because I care. And when I care and I address you, you don't take it, that's still not a problem. And depending on how you take it, that will decide the dynamics going forward. Okay? I have my own expectations. People have their own expectations of me. And so it's only fair that if I feel like we are not aligned anymore, I need to step aside. And if I realize that we are coming back, I will go back to this person to where we used to be. The only time I can literally cut off from somebody if you break my trust. If you break my trust, I'm done. As in completely. If you break my trust, if you're my friend and acquaintance and you break my trust, I'm done. So let's be careful. Let's not make light of situations. If you create relationships, respect such relationships, because just babe, my big sis said I bought. I don't blame you, because that's exactly what I'll do. That's exactly what I would do. So let's be mindful of our footsteps on social media. Let's be careful what we do, what we say. It reflects on us. Our actions would reflect on our previous, these relationships that we have now. They would evolve, they would change, people will drop, people will add. And you want to be able to create genuine relationships. People say they can't find it. I can find it. I've found it on the social media streets. I've made great friends. I've made sisters, which I'm so proud of. So please, respect your friendships. Respect your relationship. If you love somebody, give them the benefit of the doubt. Be there for them. Don't beat them while they are down. It's very important. It speaks volume of you as a person. It does. All right, let's get into today's topic. One can take a lifetime to build a relationship with trust, yet can also build a relationship with trust, yet can also use 1 hour to destroy that trust. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't go Lily. Absolutely, big sis. 100%. 100%. 100%. Now let's get into today's topic. So today we're going to be talking about cheating husbands. Okay, to face Idibia. He tries to justify his adulterous nature. Okay. My kids say my friends are never wrong. kids. Right. So I was watching, I don't know, last year I did reviews, like episode reviews for young, rich, and famous Africans on a Netflix series, and season 2 is out. I've watched everything. I literally binge watched it. I don't know if anybody here has watched it. Young, Rich, and Famous. Yes, Young, Rich, and Famous. That's the one. I believe that there are some relationship worth saving, but you feel like you feel like it's one-sided walk away. Yes, absolutely. Hottest vibe. Absolutely. So on this particular episode, I binge watch it as Queen Aki's time. I'm telling you, I watch it within 2 days. I watch it within 2 days. I binge watch it. So there's this episode where Queen Aki's time will actually understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. Principle. The voice of reason, always surprising me. Sorry for taking you back. Could not type. I think respect is earned regardless of age. For me personally, I will disrespect an elderly. For me personally, oh no, I must read that. For me personally, I will disrespect an elderly. Instead, I will avoid it. Yeah, I think Principal is trying to say, instead to disrespect an elderly person, you will walk away. It's absolutely 100% respect is earned. It's definitely earned. And that's why, I said our elders are struggling to understand that youngsters. Oh, my darling big sis, FBI clearance. Thank you so much for coming, big sis. Hope you're doing good. Our seniors are finding it hard, accepting that we can correct them. So that's why I'm craving that the younger ones can kind of understand where this senior mentality is coming from and be accommodating and give it time. And people will understand. I'm talking from experience. My foreign ladies, my darling sis. Welcome, darling. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing okay. So, oh, that's good. FBI clearances. So I watched this, and Two-Face Idibia is trying to justify why men are promiscuous or why men are adulterous, married men, why they are, try to understand why they are so adulterous. And I'm sure you all know about Two-Face Idibia and the wife Annie Idibia, and how their relationship over the years has been criticized and characterized by so many infidelities and extramarital affairs. Now, extramarital affairs is not something that we don't hear of. It happens. And that's when, a married person would have an affair outside their matrimony with someone else, be it another married person or a single person. And very often the people who, embark on extramarital affairs are people who don't necessarily looking for love, but they're looking for external validation. Some people just want that external validation from people, not necessarily within their home. And very often it happens when people walk out a lot. And healthy lifestyle with Adalisis, welcome, I see you. People are spending a lot of time, sometimes also outside on social gathering, going out on concerts, on tours, and all these things, and you're with certain group of people, and before you know it, bodies starts hitting up, two people coming together, and before you know it, a full-blown extramarital affair is happening. So I have had my way of looking at this relationship, Two-Face Idibia and the wife Annie Idibia. I have always been so frustrated when it comes to this relationship. I don't know about you, but I feel like Annie is giving Two-Face a pass to do whatever he so pleases. Exactly, principle is so good. I love it. It's like she's giving him a pass, because I want to play a segment of this series for us to listen. Two-Face speak, and also for us to listen to Annie speak. And then we'll talk about that a little bit, because I feel Annie is not handling the situation as a true confident woman should. No woman should be going through what she's going. And you can tell, if anybody has watched this recent series, you realize that there's something about her personality. I see somebody who is under so much stress, anxiety, if not borderline depression. I see that in Annie. The way she's shaking, the way she's fidgeting, she's twitching. She cannot keep eye contact. She's always with glasses. The way she talks to people, it's like she's distant. These are all the effects of the trauma she's been experiencing in her marriage when it comes to the extramarital affairs that Two-Face has been having with other women. So let me play this. Too much. I think it's obsession principle. I won't even think about it as love. It's obsession. It's like, I feel like it's almost like she's obsessed. It's almost like she's trying to prove a point to people, okay, that I'm always going to be with him regardless. I will be here. You guys do whatever you want. He's going to come home to me. And women cannot be putting out such messages. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. And they have kids, teenage kids. And that's the problem. That's a huge, huge problem. So let me play. The first one I want to play is the one that Two-Face is explaining himself, or trying to explain why men have extramarital affairs. Please listen. Do not miss one single word. Okay.
I look at you guys and I think to myself, I want that. I want somebody to get old with.
Why don't you go back to one of your baby mamas?
There's this comedy stuff that I watched.
Two-Face is talking now.
Came and spoke to the lady, and she said, "I'm glad you've come with a direct approach. What are you looking at?" The man said, "I want 3 kids." She said, "No, 2 kids." She said, so they just negotiated. It was like a business negotiation. So for me, the way I look at marriage and the way I look at relationships and all now is just say what you want.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
I just want to fuck. Just say it.
Maybe you're cursed. It got a little awkward. I honestly don't understand how we got here with Two-Face.
I'm only gonna make love to who I love, but I can fuck when my man majorly. Yeah, but
I apologize for the language.
Hold on, wait, sorry, wait. You saying you can?
No, he's not saying that.
Are you saying this specifically to you?
Why is Innocent speaking? What is he doing? Oh my gosh. Like, he really wants to upset Annie.
Like it or not,
Yeah.
men are wired like that. A man would love a woman to hell,
100%.
but maybe he's somewhere.
Yeah.
His dick will just decide something.
No, he's mine, not his dick. It's not its own entity.
Okay, however you look at it,
Yeah.
he will
Did you-
fuck,
Even if he's married
but
and
he
he's
will not
committed.
even give a fuck about that person.
Hi.
Is that us? Yeah, you're talking about generally or you're talking about yourself? That's what
Is
she's
this
trying.
And let me just tell you guys that he's talking in the presence of his wife, Annie Idibia. Two-Face is actually saying this in the presence of Annie and other friends. Oh my God.
Do you believe or you're talking about
This
James?
is what I believe.
You see, that is what he believes. Now, it's a series, season 2. Now, from what I gather, from what this Two-Face guy is saying, and trying to put the pieces together when it comes to his relationship with Annie Idibia and the extramarital affairs of a married man like himself, it's almost like he's expecting Annie to understand that they have some sort of an agreement. You are the main chick. You stay home, and I'm a man. And every time my manhood leads me to some other woman, you have to understand that that's just my nature. Do you accept me that way or not? And I feel like Annie, of course, due to lack of confidence or self-esteem or low self-esteem, has no choice but to say yes. Because who says that the belief, given the fact that this man is known for his promiscuous nature, given the fact that they know him to be the father of multiple babies, out of wedlock babies, and he comes on a TV show, watched worldwide, and says a man like himself is wired to cheat, and he can go and dip his man, he's how should I call it? I'm gonna make it be polite. He can go and dip in every lady pond that he so pleases. It doesn't necessarily mean he loves that person or the woman, but that's just the way he is made. I felt so bad. You can see the embarrassment in the face of Annie Idibia. This particular scene says a lot about their relationship. Annie is just for that relationship because of the name. I don't feel like Two-Face loves Annie the way she loves him. I feel like she's obsessed. If you guys remember Two-Face back in the days, how he was, how amazing. He was like a superstar. And Annie was one of the first video vixens that he had. And he fell in love with this girl. It's almost like she's still infatuated with the Two-Face that she knew 20 or 30 odd years ago. And she's struggling so hard to differentiate or to actually cut off the wife part of her being and that of that video vixen or a Two-Face fan. Because I always say, as a woman, if you don't respect yourself, I said that before, a few shows ago, if you cannot respect yourself, how do you expect a man to honor you with respect? If you cannot respect your own self, how do you expect a man to respect you? If a man cheats the first time, you forgive him. He does it again the second time, you forgive him. The third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and you keep. Now you're telling him you're desperate. Now you're telling him you cannot live without him. Now you're telling him you're nothing without him. Now you're telling him you have no value for yourself as a woman. The worst is when you have kids involved in it. The worst is when you have kids involved in the whole issue. Sorry, I want to read some of the comments. And me probably scared to be alone. That's why. Yes. Yeah. Honestly. Because no woman, an independent, confident woman, will subject herself and her kids through such torture, emotional and physical torture. They're Nigerians. Nigerians just babe because they're Nigerians. My God, Just Babes doesn't know Two-Face. You both should help my big sis to understand who Two-Face is. Please, a whole big star. How can you not know? That's sacrilegious, big sis. You have to pay a fine for the fact that you don't know who a Two-Face Idibia is. You are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. You make me better than nothing. You make my heart go ting-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, you are my African queen, the girl of my dream. You guys forgive me, or the singing is bad. Exactly, peace, person, my Two-Face. So many boys were using Two-Face song in the days to woo girls. I mean, African queen. Honestly. All right, but for really this is honestly, I felt so bad, so ashamed because you cannot be staying in that relationship. You are a woman. If you are a woman and you're in such a relationship and you have teenage daughters, what message are you passing to those girls? What message are you actually telling those girls? Because I look up to my mother, the way she handles situations with my dad at home, the way they interact. I want that for myself. Kids always look at their parents. Those are the first role models that they have growing up. Those are their life coaches. So if you are tolerating such from their father, you're literally telling those kids, it's okay. When your husband does that, you have to be understanding and take him. But how far can you go to forgive a cheating husband? How far can you go to forgive a cheating husband? How far will you allow a man to ruin? It's not only ruining your life, it's ruining the life of those innocent kids. On this same show last year, we saw one of the girls, oh God, what's her name again now, talking about how she expects men to come to her life and dump her because she saw so many men come and go in the lives of her mother. Just to tell you how, as parents, our behavior and the things that we accept in our lives can have a drastic impact. Visionary TV, Minister and Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, welcome, Mommy Bray. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Bella, so for you, Nasi. It's start to remember. Sis, that singing, my singing warrants a payment. Don't even try it. Tata Banana says, baby girl, Brie, well. Mommy Brie, you won't kill us on this street. Baby girl, Brie, welcome from Tata Banana. Oh my God. Hottest Vibe said cheating is just his lifestyle. Yes, he will not change. He's already explained it, Hottest Vibe, from his justification. He says all men are wired to cheat. All men are wired to cheat. How can I let this come from a man who is not in the public and known for having, affairs, adulterous affairs? For him to say all men are wired to cheat, it means he's showing no remorse. It doesn't sink. It doesn't sit in with him to understand that he's doing something wrong. He's living his life as a man the way he believes that a man should live his life. And that's just to tell you that a woman cannot prevent him from being an adulterous man. So Annie is fighting the lost battle. I can see this girl showing all signs of trauma. I can see it. This can literally destroy the lives of their kids. We see Yule Dochi. Annie Idibia is just being lucky because hers has been going on for a long time. And sadly enough, it's been on social media for a very long time as well. Now, that's what he's saying. What is Annie Idibia actually saying? Is he holding this man to account? Is he calling him out for being such an adulterous husband? How is she representing women out there when it comes to, you know, respect in your marriage? A woman and a confident woman, self-esteem. And if she is in the public eye and she is a role model to so many young girls look up to her as this talented artist, as this beautiful lady. But it's not just all about the beauty and the talent. What are you actually teaching the younger ones? Let's hear what Annie has to say when it comes to her husband. He wants her gone. Honestly, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about her. Annie is all in there for the fame, for the name. I don't feel like she knows it's game over. The body language says it all. Forget the renewal of their marriage they did last year. It can all be for TV. Okay? It's gone. He doesn't respect her. And why be in a marriage where the man doesn't respect you? Why be in a marriage where the man doesn't respect you? Now, let's listen to what Annie had to say on a podcast. What is this? Sorry, guys, just a minute. Sorry, guys, sorry. I had an urgent call coming in. Now, let's listen to what Annie Idibia had to say.
The bloggers would do. I felt that I am sick and tired of my own friends questioning me like the bloggers would do. I felt that I needed to
listen to the way
have
she
this
speaks.
one-on-one with someone I could trust, trying to explain to the world what the real truth is. And after tonight, I'm not going to explain it to anybody again.
It's time that it comes from Annie Idibia's mouth. When I'm sitting with somebody I regard as a very good friend, Annie Idibia joins me as we hear her side. Paint your family picture for me. There's 7 kids. And I know this because I have the same dynamics in my family.
Two-Face has 7 kids. 7 kids. And only 2 with Annie Idibia.
What does it look like for you? What does your family picture look like?
You know, say I have kids with 2 women, just 2.
Yourself?
All 5 kids, and then 2 other women.
The choice of word. The choice of word is key. She said, Innocent has 7 kids with just 2 women. That word just babe big sis, that your name just babe big sis, just 2 wives, just 2 women. Innocent has 7 kids with just 2 women. Just the fact that Innocent has 3 kids with one of the just 2 women is already something to tell you that, woman, you are not number 1. Forget it. With just 2, as if, in fact, why should he even be having an affair to have 1? You have 1. You have the 2nd. You have the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. He has 5 kids out of wedlock. 5. I don't go Lily say Bebella, his name Two-Face says it all. You're right, big sis. Bella Fountain, the marriage renewal they did last year, it's called How to Keep my pet focus. Oh, my big sis will kill me. Ah, my big sisters will kill me on this show today. How to keep my pet focus while I continue my cheating business of fornication. Absolutely. It was all for showbiz. How can... I'm having a missed call. Hold on. Who is that? Honestly, thank you, big sis. Thank you. Thank you, big sis. Zion Efret. Thank you, big sis. Princess, this woman, she's traumatized. I'll tell you more about it. Just big sis, I'll tell you. See, Princess Isabella, but those children were born before marrying Annie, right? Some were born before Annie and others after Annie's ones. You know, one of them actually had a child just when Annie's daughter was 2 years old. So yes, Prince, some of them before and others after. Actually, Prince, let me explain how it was. These kids were born while he was on and off relationship with Annie. All these kids were born while he was on and off his relationship with Annie Idibia. Meaning that these kids were born in this relationship, basically. I tired this dear matter. Visionary to start TV said before they married. Yes, but he was dating Annie Idibia and they were having on and off relationship while these kids, he was going around having the affair with these other women. As to how many exactly they had during this marital affairs, I'm not sure. Why they were like legally married.
And then 2 other women with the 5 kids, 3 and 2.
Okay, I see.
You see, so it's not like the young man was having babies,
Multiple.
like they say, like the narrative is out there. They're bashing this guy for mistakes. I wouldn't even say mistakes. That's wrong, because all our kids are blessings. You should see them.
I'm not sure what's worse.
His mistakes.
Information or misinformation.
His mistakes. His mistakes. She cannot deny that it's not his mistake. It's his mistakes. His mistakes. That's just a simple truth. He cannot, of course. Okay, big sis. Honestly, because not your business. Welcome, Danny. She's making excuses. She's making excuses for him. And this is dangerous. It's so dangerous because during this show, this episode, you hear Annie. She talks about self-harm. So many times she tried to quarrel herself. So many times she tried to take away her life because of what is going on in her matrimony, in her marriage. And this is not shocking to me because when you see her, the way she talks, you know that this girl is hurt. Cheating is the worst thing that your partner, your husband can do to you. It will literally scar you for life, especially when you're a committed wife or a committed husband. When the other person cheats on you, the pain is inexplicable. No one can explain the pain unless you have been through it. And cheating does not necessarily mean that you must sleep with the person in bed. You must, dip in the lady pond. There are different ways. There are people who actually are unfaithful emotionally. People who are detached from their wife emotionally, sexually, but they are aroused sexually by another woman. So emotional cheating as well, it's also dangerous. But the worst is when you understand that this person has actually desecrated your marriage by going to bed with another woman or another man. We're going to be with another man or another woman. Mommy Bree says she cannot come in the public and talk down on her husband so long as she is still married to him. But that's so wrong. Nobody says she must talk down. She cannot talk down on her husband. But there's nowhere, anywhere throughout this series that she holds her husband accountable. She does not hold him accountable nowhere. She doesn't even say he shouldn't have been putting us where he is putting us. All she kept saying is, why are the vloggers harsh on us? The vloggers and the writers, they should consider my kids. It's not about the vloggers. It's about your husband dipping in lady ponds. She should not be blaming vloggers or blogs. She should be blaming herself, letting her husband treat her the way he wants to treat her. Ashanti Nikki, welcome, darling, says, I see you. Treating her the way he's treating her. Treating her like as if he's treating, she's one of his fans or followers or one of his side chicks. And then you blame the vloggers, and the vlogger needs to be mindful that you have teenage children that will read it. How can you say the vlogger should mind the way they vlog and the things they put out there because you have teenage daughters? No. Your husband should mind the way he's going around dipping in lady ponds when he knows he has teenage daughters. And these teenage daughters will understand that it's okay for men to behave the way they behave because that's exactly how daddy behaves. You cannot say every man is wired to cheat. It's like every human being is born evil. We are evil. But when you understand what is good from bad, you make the choice to do good. And you practice to always do good. So much so that the good energy supersedes the bad energy. And that's the only way we can survive and be at peace and be happy. Because if every husband was saying that I am born to wired, where is the value and respect for marriage? How sacred is marriage anymore? Hold your husband accountable. If you decide to marry a woman, you have decided to spend the rest of your life with that woman. As men, some people will say, oh, how can you spend the rest of your life eating jamanjama, fufu and jamanjama? Eat! Because that's what you've signed up for. You want to sign up to eat fufu and jamanjama. Fufu and jamanjama shall it be. If you are tired of eating fufu and jamanjama, go, end the fufu and jamanjama business and then go and buy rice and beans. You cannot mix fufu and jamanjama and rice and beans and put them together and put the two. It will not work. It ends up with constipation. And the constipation in this union is trauma, is depression, is bruised kids, damaged children. It doesn't work like that. It's like saying we can all be thieves. We can all be thieves. I can literally, the mother can put her a diamond ring on the table and I'm with her and I will steal it to say, oh, every human being has that urge to steal. So you steal it. Is it correct to steal? No, it's not correct to steal. What do? You avoid stealing. It doesn't belong to you, so you don't touch it. The respect for individual space, the respect for boundaries. All of these things count. I need to read some comments. Sorry, guys. Please like the video and share the video. Beautiful Bella, she's putting up a front. Fear such women. Yes, because when they make a decision, we all will be surprised. She may have a reason for why she is behaving as such. But the mother, she's going through trauma. She tried to take her life. She showed cut marks on her wrist, how she's been self-harming herself. And all because of the trauma she's facing in her marriage. Why would anybody want to subject themselves to that? And we're talking about raising strong, independent women and girls. We cannot have people who are, in public eye, who people look up to as their role model, doing the opposite, doing the exact opposite of what they should be doing. We're not saying bash your husband. We're not saying, disrespect him in public. No. Hold him accountable. That's the least she could have done, to hold him accountable. Nowhere did she do that. Nowhere did she, for once, hold Innocent. His name is Innocent. That name, Mommy Bree, you said names have impact. Names reflect on people. BTV, my darling sis, welcome. This guy is called Innocent. But he's not innocent for all the crimes that are happening in his marriage. How can he be called innocent? But his level of trancy or recalcitrancy is out of this world. So he cannot be innocent. How? He needs to change his name. He needs to change the name. Because it doesn't reflect his actions, to be honest with you. Now, I sit and I'm thinking, what are some of those things that can actually push? Because I don't buy that belief that all men are wired to cheat. All men are wired to cheat. Like all of them have to cheat. It's like giving the go ahead for them to cheat. And you say it's just 2 women. Honestly. Yes. Especially FBI clearance, especially when Two-Face goes on to say that he can F any woman that he wants to F. He just goes there to F and doesn't give an F. But he has a wife in front of his wife and other people. That was the moment where Annie would have been like, hold it there. Hold it right there. First of all, you will not disrespect me like that in public. And secondly, that is out of place. As a married man, your zip should be up at every given time. Every given time. At every given time. Now I begin to ask myself, why do men continuously have extramarital affairs? Why do some men, I should put it that way, why do some men continuously have extramarital affairs? Or even have it in the first place? And the first thing I can think of is the value that the value that the women place on themselves. And Ani Idibia is a typical example. It's a typical example. She has total disregard for her own worth, her own self-worth. Should she be taking such public humiliation? I don't think so. But because she's accepting of it, and Innocent understands that she's accepting of it, he is now feeling comfortable to continue with this adulterous behavior of his. So when you are a partner and you have no self-respect for yourself and you have a low self-esteem and you give that person the power to believe that you cannot survive without them, you live and breathe them, then that person understands that they can go out and do whatever they so please. And they will come back and you will still be there to worship them and roll a red carpet for them to walk on. You will cry, you wipe your eyes, and you come out in public and pretend as if nothing is happening, whereas you're dying in silence. Whereas you're dying in silence. Very arrogant, the mother. If he's still cheating, that's from Mrs. LBR. Hi, Mrs. LBR. Welcome, darling. Oh, it's been a while. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing okay, sis. Mrs. LBR says, if he's still cheating while married, then Annie has got to take a stand and stop making excuses for him. Yes, exactly. She keeps making excuses for him. Hi, Miss Kim. Welcome, darling. Thank you for coming. I hope you're feeling a lot better today. My mom was innocent the mom was innocent at the time of his birth. Our principal said the mom was innocent, and that's why she named him Innocent. Honestly, it's crazy. So if you have no respect for yourself, don't expect a man to respect you. They will not. They will not. They will treat you like trash, and that's exactly what Innocent is doing to Annie. And she's taking it. She's embracing it. It's wrong. You can actually correct your husband. Use him as an example of what a man should not be, a husband shouldn't be. To the younger ones, show your kids, teach them that that's not how a man should treat a woman. And you've got 2 girls. That's even more scary. That's even more scary. 2 teenage girls. It's scary to think that they're watching it. And if mom is accepting, they will accept it as well. And that's why we'll continue to have adulterous men in our community, in our society. Because I don't think Annie has held him accountable enough and has not named and shamed him. So of course, he has the audacity to carry on. Another thing that I feel the excuse that people use as to why they have extramarital affairs is dissatisfaction in their marriage. Dissatisfaction in their marriage. And how does this come about? When you are in a relationship, remember, we come from 2 different upbringings. Please feel free. You can call if you want to call. The phone line is open. You can call while we are going on. Imagine 2 people. We have different upbringing. I have the way I was raised. My husband has the way he was raised. And we have to come and live under the same roof. We have to try to, communicate, to understand each other, to negotiate, to come and meet each other in the middle. Now, in the beginning of every marriage, the honeymoon phase, people get along, we talk, we air our mind, we speak, and then, for some reason, sometimes communication falls apart. Communication breaks. And when communication breaks, people are unable to express themselves, how they feel emotionally, their sexual needs, their physical needs, and all whatnot. And when that communication breaks, people become dissatisfied in their own marriage. And when they have such feelings, they are tempted to start looking for satisfaction externally. They look elsewhere. And that's where they find themselves stumbling on people outside their marriage. And before you know it, they've done it. They've had an affair. Some have it as a one-night stand. Some have it as an ongoing affair. Some keep them as side chicks. Others keep them as a one-off. We're having a caller. Hello. Hey, my big sis in the building.
Sorry, my voice is a bit funny.
That's alright, big sis. Oh, sorry. Sorry, big sis.
Yeah, I just wanted to chip in a bit of something about this issue. What I think about Annie and Two-Face is there's no commitment in that relationship.
Thank you.
And like Mommy Boo was saying before, I don't think it's right for a man to openly say something like that in public. Whether the wife was there or she was not there, he's not even supposed to say things like that. Knowing his background about fornication and cheating and all that.
Imagine.
Definitely he knew that it was going to upset his wife, and he doesn't give a damn about it.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. If a man openly says something like that in public, it means he wants everybody to know that his house is not capable of handling him, his wife, in the house.
Hey.
Because they say charity begins at home. If as a man or as a woman, you are letting your husband go get away with certain things in the relationship, trying to avoid red flags,
Oh.
it means you're giving him the right hand or the go ahead of doing whatever he wants to do with you.
Thank you.
So there's no commitment in that relationship when it comes to True Baba. Annie is just in the house like a toy.
She's there. Yes, like one of the decorations.
I will not blame True Baba. As a woman, when you let a man take away your confidence, play with your emotions, play with your mental, your mental capacity, it means you're letting the man play with all your body, which is not right. Play with your feelings, take away your right of being a woman. I'm not saying she should leave her husband, but there are certain things as a woman you need to let a man know that you cannot cross this lane.
You have to put a full stop to it at a certain point.
Yes. So being for the public to hear about what, because I watched that as well, the series, being for the public to hear that, it means Annie is not capable of handling that man in the house.
No, of course not.
Because when a man got feelings for you, a man truly loves you, he will not cheat. Even if you cheat first, second time, if you handle him well in the house, you talk to him, communication in the house, then you see where it's going to end, then you will know that, okay, this man is really for me.
Yeah.
But I don't think Annie is doing that. Or maybe she's doing it.
She's not.
It's just typical.
She's not. She's not big sis, because if she was, it would have reflected in her response publicly as well. There's no way you can be blaming viewers and writers and vloggers for damaging your children and your marriage when you yourself, you're not taking public control of it. There's no way.
Yeah, it's true. But at the end of the day, True Baba is a playboy. He is a playboy. It takes, it takes some sort of a woman to handle that guy, but I've not seen that woman yet on this planet Earth.
Honestly.
I've not seen it. Because of what he said that day is very disrespectful. And I don't know why this girl, she's trying to be strong in public, but you can see physically that
she's damaged.
A crying baby behind closed doors.
She's damaged. You can see she's damaged.
Yes,
she's shaking. I don't know if you're saying it. I don't want to, give people name, but she's almost like twitching, like somebody who is on something.
Yes. But you see, what I noticed on that series is Annie is someone who doesn't want to listen to any advice. I don't think she takes advice from her family or anybody or any other person. I don't think she does that. I think she protects that man's, emotion.
Thank you.
It's like if that man goes angry, and that will spoil Annie's day.
Thank you.
It's like he's everything for her. But that should not be how women need to behave. You need to put some barriers when it comes to your emotion. Put some barriers.
Thank you.
And make sure your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, they don't cross that.
Thank you, Big Sis.
So that's all I just wanted to say.
Thank you so much.
For listening.
Thank you, Big Sis. Thank you. Get well soon. Bye. Honestly, it's very evident that she doesn't hold him accountable. There's no beating around the bush on that. Definitely. Because I don't see it anywhere where she calls him out, and say, hey, put a full stop to it. So yeah, when people are dissatisfied, like I said, that's another point. They want to go out. That's the excuse they give to, looking outside to get an extramarital affair. Another aspect would be a lack of spice. The man will always complain that there's lack of spice in their relationship. Now, what do I mean by lack of spice in the relationship? When you think about the courtship phase, the honeymoon phase, you're all excited, you're all over, you're drooling over each person, You want to be next to each other. At night, you dress looking all sexy for your partner in your lingerie, lace see-through, your Victoria's Secret, your Boo Avenue, all those nice, beautiful things that a woman should dress up in, getting their husband all psyched up. And the man also is looking all nice in white Hugo boxers. And I mean, just think about those things. Those are the kind of things that attracted you and kept spice and make it romantic in your relationship. Oh, I don't go Lily. Why, God help her. This is so. I think about all those moments. Now, when couples get married, the temptation is a lot of us couples, men and women, we're all guilty. A lot of us, we forget about those spicy moments. We forget about those spicy moments, that anticipation. Okay? A woman who used to wear really nice V high-waisted, lacy see-through knickers, you now start wearing grandma pineapple pants, full boxer size. A man who used to wear nice Speedo, pants, looking all muscular, you now start drinking your pints of beer and piling up weight like a Michelin tire. When you take off your clothes, your woman is like, almost feeling like throwing up. And same for the woman. Your hair, I'm also guilty of that. I'm guilty of that because, trust me, when sometimes when I dress up, my husband doesn't see me dressing up so nicely all the time, that unless I'm going out. So sometimes when I feel like, I feel so good about myself today, I just want to dress up. And I dress up because when he's at work, he calls sometime on video call just to check on us and how we're doing. And principal, don't laugh. The voice of reason, don't laugh. I'm serious. I'm guilty of this one. So when hubby calls sometimes to video chat to find out how we're doing, and he sees me looking all nice and fancy, and he goes, "Oh, are you going out? Are you going anywhere? Or are you having a show?" And I feel so horrible because I'm thinking, why does he have to feel like I have to go out? I have to only look good when I'm going out or when I have a show. And that's something that us, women and men, we have to try and put an effort. You don't just end a relationship. Yes, I've gotten the wife, I've gotten the man or the woman, and then we are in that marriage. I can do whatever I want. You get up, you don't brush your teeth, you want to talk to the person, the serious mbope that's coming out is out of this world. It's just like literally everything just dwindles. Sexually, emotionally, romantically, everything goes out of the window. And before you know it, the man is running out and catching feeling for someone else who is actually giving him back the fantasies that he had before. The woman is doing the same. But color underwears for men turn me off. But Lily says she doesn't like men in colored underwears. It's a turn off for her. So what colors, big sis? What colors do you like, men? White, black, blue? You like monocolor underwears. You don't want, multicolors. My husband is not going to be mean to me or use mean words and expect me to be spicy. Of course not. It has to be. First of all, you cannot be mean to somebody and expect them to be spicy. When you're spicy, that should come naturally, okay? When you're nice, when you're kind and show that woman love and respect and appreciation, that's almost like the person is the best version of themselves. They're happy. And if they're happy, they're going to try to make you happy too. And that's when it happens. My big sis is calling. Hi, big sis. Should I put you on the show? Thank you. All right, you're live now. Thank you. It's my big sis Diana Fred.
Right. So on this aspect of men cheating and even cheating on a continuous basis,
yeah.
It's so unfortunate that women have learned to accept that idea of men. That idea that men will always cheat.
Thank you.
Men are wired to cheat.
Hi.
No man is wired to cheat anything. I disagree with that.
Thank you.
You see, if you get with someone, be it a boyfriend or a husband or a fiance, and they cheat, you don't have to blame yourself.
Yes.
To an extent too, yeah, you don't have to blame yourself because that man, cheating is a choice. You make that decision to go cheat.
Thank you.
All right, if it is a mistake the first time, fine. The second time, you still go, you meet a woman, you pull down your pants, and you do the act.
Yeah.
It is something that you willfully do. So when men even cheat and they come out, they say, something pushed me. I don't know. You know, they have all those little stupid excuses. It don't make no sense. Really, it don't make no sense. But on the other hand, you know, the way women are wired, it's you could see that women are they can resist more than men.
Yes.
A woman can stay longer, way longer without the act.
Yeah.
Than a man would, you know. But at the same time, I tell you, there are men out there that are well disciplined.
Thank you.
Very well disciplined. And if this man can be disciplined, why would this other man not be disciplined?
Yeah.
You understand?
Making excuses.
Yeah, women have just accepted this fact, and then men have taken advantage over it, and they're just doing it freely, and then they turn around and they tell the woman, oh, well, you people, you say we are wild like that, well, you know, and they look at what two people is sitting there and talking about.
And confidently saying it.
Right in front of your own wife. You're sitting there saying this kind of nonsense. And for Annie Idibia, I feel bad for her, but I think by now Annie should know that she has accepted this man, his ways, of these cheating ways. Yeah. She has accepted him to be like that, and she should never complain.
Yeah.
She should never complain because he did it the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, you know. Hi. Ongoing, and every time he does that, he comes back. You accept him.
Yeah.
So you accept him the first time, the second time. That is why he keeps doing it, and you know that when he does it, he comes back.
You accept,
him.
Yeah.
You know, so where she finds herself right now, part of it is her to be blamed, and for the men that go around cheating, guys. If another fellow man can be faithful
to their wife, yeah.
That's our word, celebrate.
Yes.
Again. Yeah, if one man can be like that, you can be like that as well. There's no human being, there's no man that is born a cheat. It's something that you grow up. It's a habit, a bad habit that you grow up.
Conscious decision.
You can unlearn it.
Yes.
You can unlearn it.
Thank you.
You know? So yeah, that's what I said. Let me call and talk.
Thank you so much, Big Sis. I agree with you 100%. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Because you have to make a conscious decision to go and cheat. You have to. I mean, if you do it once and say it's a mistake, that's fine. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, there's a problem. It's a problem. And it's even dangerous. I say when kids are involved, it's a problem. I see my sister, the mother has put it there that some people will cheat regardless of how much effort you put looking sexy and all. And it's true. There are people like that. People who don't appreciate or respect the other person. It's a simple truth. Sit down, co-host, please. Sit down, my love. Sorry, guys. 1 minute. Let me settle the co-host. Give her something to keep easy. On an apple. That's very yummy. Very yummy apple. Such yummy apple. Please like the video. Like the video. Like the video. There's a comment there. Not your business says all this cause women like Annie, all this cause women like Ami and Chioma are scared to be alone. Yes, they are. They are. Now that's another excuse that some people would use. Now the other one will be parenthood. Parenthood. This is the typical example of excuse that most men will use against women. Okay. Now, I know Mommy Brie has given me some advice about this parenthood thing, because she said I'm so attached to the co-host. Every time Mommy Brie calls, the co-host is in my ears. The truth is, as a parent, when you are a couple and you're not married and you don't have kids, okay, your time, the time spent is all about the two of you. It's about the husband and the wife. And then comes a third person, or a fourth or a fifth. Okay, so when kids come into play, my big sis, she's saying, yes, it's true. Yeah. You see, sometimes it's better to be alone. It's better to be alone and enjoy your peace and tranquility and find yourself and live your fulfilled life, especially when you already have your kids. That's why I see sometimes women who already have kids rushing into another marriage and going through the same problem over and over again. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. When I see comments like that from my big sis, Just Babe, oh, that literally just gives me joy. You can do it. You can make it on your own. It's tough, it's difficult, but it's doable. Rather than sit in a relationship where they will treat you with no respect, but just a number. So, like I was saying, when children get involved in this in the family situation, the dynamics change. Oh, Ray, Miss Ray, Auntie FBI says kisses to you. You get your kisses? She's literally ignoring me and eating her apple, but I've passed on the message. She looked at me like, oh, please. Oh my God, the co-host is so sassy. Yeah, she's so sassy. So when children come into play, the temptation is for us, one of the parent, the mother. Yeah, the baby sister is very sassy, Prince, very sassy. So the truth is, when the kids come to play, the dynamics change. Now, mothers like myself will focus so much. Peace, Percy, I'm telling you, co-host is a serious chick and very sassy, like the British people. Yeah, look at her. They're saying, all your aunties are sending you love, and your uncles and your big brother. Are you sending them love? Miss Ray? Hello? Are you sending back love? You are? Oh, you guys get the laughter. Yes, she's saying yes. Oh, bless. Thank you guys so much. So, oh, thank you, Principal. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for the love you guys show, co-host. So, when people like co-hosts get involved in it, thank you, big sis, the dynamics will change. It's all about them. You focus so much on the kids that you tend to forget about the other partner. And then the other partner feels ignored, okay? They feel like you are focusing so much on the kids and you're so aloof. You don't have concern for them. And sometimes we don't even realize this. And if you are in a relationship where communication is a problem, and your partner cannot actually communicate to you and say, hey, where is the you and me time? Where is the you and me time? There's going to be a problem. So for a weak-hearted man, a weak-hearted woman who cannot communicate and goes out there and sees this attention, they will fall for it. And before you know it, they're having an affair. They're having an affair outside their marriage. That's how it happens. It's no excuse, but these are some of the triggers. These are some of the triggers that I said we need to talk about it. So even if we have to try and minimize such things happening in our own relationship or our own marriages, And please feel free to drop any other things that you think can actually trigger a man or woman to have an extramarital affairs. Feel free to drop it in the comment section. Another thing will be midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis is one thing that some people experience. And this midlife crisis, people always say it's not a joke. It's something that can be very serious and can be destructive, can be self-destructive. Midlife crisis can be so self-destructive. No jokes about it. No jokes about it. And when I talk about midlife crisis, what do I mean? You see a person who is married. Okay. Now they feel like their life is complete. They are married. They have a job. They have a family. Bright days ahead. Welcome, my beautiful sis. Yes, midlife crisis. They feel like they've actually given their life. They've sacrificed themselves for their family, for their kids, for their wives. And they start thinking, oh, what are some of those things that I actually miss doing in my youth or before I got married that I haven't done? Perhaps I could do them now. Perhaps I could do them now. You know? And especially, it gets worse when at a certain age, when you're actually having that midlife crisis. Thank you, sis. That midlife crisis, and you're at a certain age and you get attention from a younger person of the opposite sex. Good gracious. Come and see the excitement. Come and see the excitement. I remember back in the days in UB, you know, I think when I got to UB, Bella, is very common in our community. Men need to step up and get close to the baby too. Most men want to be babies. That's why the baby was discussed and they are aware there would be changes. Men, wake up. Thank you. And also I feel like even if it wasn't discussed, it's very important that when the changes happen, it should be discussed. So everybody's on the same page. So that if you were enjoying mommy 3 times or 4 times a week, understand that the baby is here. You may just be, you know, lucky to get it once or twice a week, you know, or once a month, even when the baby is very young, you know, when it's very tiny. And when the baby is getting older and sleeping in their own room, mommy has, you know, having sleepless nights, that you can't still have the same amount of energy and time to carry on. Okay, there has to be, like Two-Face is saying, negotiation in the marriage. Your negotiation. How do you even use words like that? What happened to compromise? Negotiations are for businesses. What happened to compromise in the relationship? When a couple start using words like negotiation, for me, alarm bells are ringing. Alarm bells are ringing, you know. So when, like I was saying, midlife crisis, when the older person, I think it's midlife attention seeking. Yes, so sis, all the midlife stuff come to play. And they feel like they've had this family and, oh my God, for some of them, they want to seek that validation. They want to know if they're still sexy, they're still handsome. The six-pack that they had, you know, years back, is it still available? Some people still find their body, you know, attractive. We have a caller. Hello. Yes, sis. Should I put you on the show? Okay. Hi, Miss Kim.
Good morning, good evening, everyone.
Greetings, my beautiful soft-spoken sis.
Bella.
Yes, darling.
Greetings to everyone once more.
Greetings.
Nice topic as usual.
Thank you.
You just have to pardon my voice.
I know you have a cold.
Yeah. As I always say, don't build a dictator.
Mm-hmm.
When you say, yeah, yes, my Lord, yes, my Lord, yes, my Lord. In the long run, it becomes something else.
Mm-hmm.
Always try and one or twice to alter or to have a word. Don't always say yes, 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 yes. I'm saying out of experience.
Yeah.
I feel I knew maybe, yeah, I was still young,
Mhm.
not like now.
Okay.
Yeah, but before then, I started learning before.
Mhm.
I learned never to always say yes. Have a limit to what you can take. I don't say you should not respect your partner.
It's okay to
because
say
it's
no
vice
sometimes.
versa.
It's okay
Yeah,
to say no
it's
sometimes.
yeah, it's not everything he says that will go down well with you, and it's not everything you say that goes well with the other partner.
Yeah.
But my issue is, don't always say yes. Don't always say yes. Even if you feel like, okay, everything he says is correct, at times, not necessarily, but bring your own opinion too. Say something, contribute something.
Yeah, you don't
At
want
least
you don't want to
understand
feel lost
if
in the
it's
relationship. You don't want to feel lost in the
yeah,
relationship.
don't stay mute. Even if you say, okay, we use this color. We use color blue here, color white. Just choose it. Just say, yeah, let's put pink here. You say, do we have a baby? Now you have rights. You are correct there. That is how you do it. But if you keep on saying yes, yes, you're building a dictator that at before, Miami, it's not always easy to when you've built up that man,
Yeah.
you cannot bring him or her down when you build a dictator. Because
Exactly.
you started from the foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secondly, I cannot stand a cheating man or a cheating husband.
Mm-hmm.
A cheating woman. Yeah. I always say, if you get married to a man or a woman and you cannot respect that person, or if you know you will not respect your partner,
Yeah.
don't marry him or her. If you know you still have you're still excited, you still want to test other women out or other men out, please don't get married.
Testing women
Finish
are
with
too
all
soon.
your adventures. Finish with all your adventures, and you settle. Don't disturb. Don't come and disorientate someone.
Yeah.
Because of your foolishness or whatsoever.
Exactly.
And another one is Ajin.
Yeah.
Men, it goes to men, it goes to women.
Yeah.
I love men with pure white innerwear.
Mm-hmm.
Pure white cotton with no writings. That's what I want for my men.
That's what Lily. I don't go. Lily is saying the same, that she doesn't like men wearing colorful pants.
I don't like it, but I happen to, and then I don't want, when you wear your pants, it should be white and it should be fitted. Let it fit you. It should be fitted. It should not be loose.
You want to see every nooks and crannies.
It shouldn't be loose. I won't lie, I have that issue with my husband. I'm still fighting till present.
Wait, Miski, hold on a minute. If you met your husband and he wasn't wearing collet serré, don't think he's going to wear collet serré now.
No. Je suis un peu jeune au moins. And I want him to really have something. Have fun. I met him, he was wearing Miss Bell, big jean.
He was wearing, okay, he used to wear the Tupac jeans.
Big jean, pantalon jean, big jean. I said, I don't want it. I want a normal jean, a jean that will fit you. After that one, it's gone. The big jean is gone. I remove everything.
He changed the wardrobe.
Yeah, the tricot should not be loose too. The tricot should fit you.
Miss Kim.
That one, I want from you. What I'm battling with now, I want the pants, I want the innerwear, always white. And the pants is, we are still fighting with it. And to oil your body.
Yeah.
Miss Bella.
What do you mean? To put lotion on the body. Who doesn't put lotion on their body? How do you, your body's gonna be flaky? As in,
No, he doesn't take time to put cream very well on the body.
Oh God.
Puts
Okay.
it good. So impatient. He's impatient. I don't know where he's rushing to.
So maybe,
Before when I
so
came,
maybe Miss Kim, you can massage the oil on him.
I was
Maybe.
doing it before, and then it becomes a norm. Nah.
Right. So you showed him so many times.
When I came, I was like without a baby. Yeah, I was doing yes, sir, my lord. That is when it was like I was building a dictator. That's when I stopped.
Exactly.
That's when I stopped. When I discovered that I was already building a dictator for me, and it would be difficult. That is when I stopped. But when I came, I make sure when he doesn't have time, as he goes in, take a shower, he will not even dry up well.
Yeah.
Just pass here. As he passed, you see a very nice, well-oiled place.
Yeah.
The other one very white.
Yeah. It's true, Miss Kim. You're absolutely correct. It's true. Some people don't pay attention, and those are the kind of things that can put off a woman. You know, like for example, a man that you used to date before who is clean, and also Miss Kim, can I just say something, sis, while you're still on the phone?
Yeah.
The truth is that, you know, when we are dating, when you're dating a man, you're at the face of dating,
Yeah.
and those moments that this person comes to visit you are not necessarily their real life, because they know you're coming. They're going to make sure they are tidy, the house is clean, there is aroma in the house, they dress nicely, because they're already fantasizing having that intimacy with you, right? Now, so when some of them, when you're married with them now, you're home, they feel comfortable.
Exactly, Lily.
What did Lily say?
Men learn to do pedicure. My friend ex won her by doing sexy photocop.
Oh.
Ended up with a skin tear.
Ended up with skin
relationship. End of relationship. Yeah. It's so Lily. I did the same. Because I came because he was living alone. We dated apart. He was abroad and I was home. So, do you know what attracted me to him?
No.
Let me see.
Say it, sis.
Miss Bell, we meet. It was like love at first sight.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have time. Yeah, I never had time for him. And he was looking at me. We entered a car from Bamenda. We got in a VIP.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that VIP, I did not even want to get inside. It was my dragueur that paid for that VIP. I wanted to pay a normal one.
Mm-hmm.
And my dragueur forced me to pay a VIP.
Mm-hmm.
So we meet in, and it was like he was eyeing me and everything. So what attracted me to him was, he said, please check on my boss. I said, I want to go. As he opened the box to put something, I saw well arranged, neat closed.
You saw that it was tidy. You saw it was tidy and organized.
Clean, Miss Bell. It was everything. I still remember the tennis he wore.
Yeah.
Very green at the bottom, having some gray. Very good. I just pictured.
Yeah.
And then when I came,
you saw something else. When you came, you see something. That's the thing, and that's why some people like you would lose that emotional romantic touch, because the thing that you're expecting to see.
Miss Bell, he did not change from those clean shoes, those clean everything. But my problem was, I don't have problem with shoes. His shoes are always the best. Trousers, we are the best quality, but too big for him.
Yeah, baggy. They were baggy. They were like grandpa jeans. Like grandpa jeans. Grandpa jeans. Grandpa jeans.
Very expensive, but too big. And the shoes always on point, everything. But what I changed was, I don't want colored innerwear for you. I don't want colored pants for you. I changed everything. I bought white pants fitting.
Exactly. Right there, it is. Joe Bala jeans.
What is Jobala?
Joe Bala jeans are those jeans that are very big, especially when they have those flare unders, even. You know, the big legs, the pano. The panel. How do you say it?
Pas téléphone. Pas téléphone.
Pas téléphone.
No, he was not having pas téléphone. He had normal jeans, normal expensive jeans, but it wasn't his size.
And I hope, Miss Kim, I hope he wasn't actually tying his belt up on his chest, because sometimes they wear those big jeans and the belt is right on the chest.
No. As for Belt, he was, Miss Belt, he was so sexy and everything, but it's big. It was big. The trouser was big. That is what I don't like.
God, that's what attracted me. Look, there come out my beautiful mama.
But the problem is, when we are still fighting on patient to all your body. That's what. And at times, Miss Pearl, just that. There's one thing you need to know.
Yeah.
That is, they always refuse to do it. That's what I notice about my own men.
They refuse to do what?
They refuse to concentrate on their body.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Ifemoka, my darling baby sis.
There was a time. There was a moment here, Miss Pearl, when I look at him. I will admire him. It's like when I say you are looking good, he will just change automatic.
Oh.
He will just, Miss Pearl, when he takes care of himself, at times when he takes care of himself, I'm even scared that somebody will take him away. He's as fresh as a little baby.
But you cannot do that though. But you can't do that, because if you want him to get better, and then when he gets better, you're not panicking that somebody will take him away from you. That will make him make you not want to continue encouraging him to be the way you want him to be.
But I don't say it in front of him. He's not even the person you can appreciate. Because when I say you are looking very good, look at how fresh you are. You say, hey, that oil is maquille. How do you call maquille in English?
I don't know. Come on, dit maquillage en anglais. Comment on dit maquiller? Makeup. Okay, so nice makeup, beauty therapy.
Someone maquille to alter the skin, how to alter color. What is that?
Like a polish.
Now to change your color, hair, cream.
It's bleaching. It's bleaching you. It's bleaching you.
Bleach. The bleaching. You say, no, I will not use it again. But when I stay quiet, he'll be using it, looking good, and one time he will change again. I don't know what the problem is.
You just have to keep encouraging him, because to keep the spice in your relationship, it's very important. For me, like personally, the thing that attracted me to my husband was his sense of fashion. I loved it. Like literally, he was like on his game. And for me, I love dressing up as well. And he smells so good. He smells so good. And every time my husband doesn't smell good, I'm like, hello, where's the puff? Where's the puff? Because for me, it brings me back to those moments. And we have to be open and honest the way we communicate these things to them. It's very important. Yeah.
At times you go, maybe the ones that smells good, at times they will not even know they go and pick anything.
Yeah, so we have to help them.
The ones that smells, I used to do it for him.
We have to help them.
That's good. Bring it. At times I'll pick it, maybe he will use the one he wants. There are some that I don't like the smell.
Yeah.
I will start use this one.
We have to help them. We have to help them. It's most importantly.
Are you the one to tell me what to do on my body?
Yeah.
Are you the one to I say this one is better for you?
And the truth is, Miss Kim, just keep doing what you're doing. It's very important, because that's what you want. That's the man you want. And I mean, if he's happy with it, that's fine. But you cannot also change a man completely. Remember that. What he's comfortable doing, he will do it. Yeah. Thank you, love.
No, the pants he has to change.
So so we have to continue pleading for that pants. The pants need to change. All right, Miss Kim. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you, darling. Yeah. Kiss my babies for me. Bye, darling.
Your babies almost killed me today.
No, they shouldn't. They're trying.
I'm still shaking till present.
No, God is in control.
They went to the street today.
Oh no, God forbid that happening.
Enough cars were not coming.
God
we went
forbid.
to buy pizza.
God forbid,
As
please.
I entered to pay, they left.
Please be careful, please.
It's well.
Anyway, it's well, darling.
This show.
Thank you, darling. It's always a pleasure to hear your lovely, soft voice. Thanks, Miss Kim. Speak
Thank you, Gigi.
soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, darling. Miss Kim, oh Miss Kim, our signature Miss Kim, always coming through. So yes, like I said, we cannot change them. We just have to keep reminding them and communicating with them. As your guest, is a pleasure indeed. Yes, bright days ahead, Miss Kim. She's one of our favorite callers, one of our favorite participants. She's such a sweet soul. We can only encourage him. We can't change the man, and that's the thing. If you met him without perfume on him, he's not going to be. Don't expect him to carry on wearing perfume. It will be hard. If it happens, you're lucky. If you met him with, as I don't go, Lily, my big sis is saying, if you met him wearing Charlie Chaplin pants or boxers, don't expect him to start wearing monochrome pants, because that will be trouble. If you met him having underarm hair armpits with like literally yellowish color with nothing, no shaving and anything, and yellow colored underarm t-shirts, there is trouble if you're taking him, because trust me, don't be surprised when that comes back along the way. Don't laugh, bright days ahead, sis. This is serious business. It's serious. So we have to be very careful, but it's very important. We're on midlife crisis. Like I said, we have to finish this point. So midlife crisis is very serious, because when some of those men feel like they've invested so much of their time, their whole energy, their mental state of mind, their body, they've invested it in their family, they want to validate themselves to make sure that they still look good. And so what happens when they see attention from a younger person? They jump on it. They jump on it, but there's always a consequences when it comes to, there are always consequences when it comes to midlife crisis. Now, one of those consequences, what would I say it will be? I hear stories of men taking Viagra. Why do they take Viagra? They take Viagra because they feel like they want to still explore their youthful age. They want to be strong and fit and kicking like they were when they met their wives 30, 40, 50 years ago. I remember a story of this is actually a woman. This one was a woman. I used to go back market. I used to go, Okrika bend down, pick our 200 francs, UB days, you grab your t-shirt, grab your nice jeans. There was this girl, I used to buy like my jeans or a few clothes from her. And when I came home once, I heard that her mom had passed away. And the circumstances surrounding her passing were not great. The news was that she literally passed on with a young boy on top of her. Okay. She passed on with a young guy on top of her. I don't need to explain further. You can know what that was happening. Now, what was even dangerous is the fact that bright days ahead, my sister will kill herself with laughter here. What was even sad is that the woman had a husband. And imagine that embarrassment. Imagine that embarrassment that she was found in a hotel room, finished. And the circumstances that ended her life is that a young guy was being intimate with her. And I suppose she couldn't withstand whatever was happening. For some people, when they are at a higher level of ecstasy, it can cause a heart attack. At a higher level of excitement, it can cause a heart attack or cardiac arrest. Who knows if that's probably what happened to the poor lady. And she... I don't go Lily saying that she died in active service. Oh my God, what am I going to do with you? Because that can literally happen to people. It can literally happen to people. And that's what's probably happened to her. She may have had a cardiac arrest because she had that high level of excitement and she couldn't contain it. And she was a very sizable woman, So as much as people are going through midlife crisis and they want to explore their youthful age, they have to be mindful that that body, the brain can tell you that you're 15 years old, but this here doesn't lie. The mechanism can never lie. Okay? It will never lie. It will always let you down. And to some people, they always fall a victim. They always fall victims. Likewise, the men wouldn't go seeking for Viagra because they feel like they want to handle a younger girl. This younger girl needs to know that grandpa has got force. Grandpa is still, young in every aspect of it. But you go there and you're going to pound and your heart is racing, and before you know it, you're passing on in front or on top of a woman. These things happen. So midlife crisis, as much as people want to explore it, is very dangerous. It's so tricky. Now, that's one of the reasons that people may want to be tempted to have extramarital affair, to feel like they're still looking good, to validate themselves. So Bella, where will she go now? Heaven or hell? What did she tell God? What will she tell God? Somebody asked, I don't go Lily's question. Where is the woman going? Heaven or hell? What's she going to tell God? I do not know. I do not know. We're having a caller. Hello, sis. Hi, sis. Do you want to be on the show? Okay, thank you so much. Hi, your life, sis. Your life. Thank you.
I started watching like 5 minutes ago. Sorry, I've missed like a whole lot.
It's okay.
But I just it's a funny story. When I was in primary school, okay, one of my classmates, her father died on top of a girl.
Hey!
It was in our area.
Hey!
I was telling you, and this girl was last but one in their house.
Oh,
imagine, others were in secondary school.
Oh.
The shame, the disgrace,
the
humiliation,
scandalous. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Your father in a room with on top of another woman. It was a younger girl. And
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it happened. I don't know why men don't know that. They keep doing it. They are still doing it till date. I want to talk about men hygiene. I think a lot of times we talk about female hygiene.
Yes.
A lot of men, I don't know, women, nature has proven that women are attracted to men that smell good.
Yes.
Visual, women go with their sentiments. If a man smells good, you don't want to see the physical look. Like, they just need to smell. To me, I'm like, love it when people smell good.
Exactly.
Like, if you smell dirty, it turns me off.
My God, this is. Oh.
I don't care who you. Yes. So, and coming back, I want to say something. This now, I want to beg your fans, your followers. I have a situation at hand, okay?
Right.
I need honest advice on the comment section and from you, my sister.
Yes, wait, sis. So caller is saying she needs honest answer from you all watching and from me. Carry on, sis.
Yes, I'm going to be fast with this.
Okay.
This is a friend from childhood. He's a brother. Okay, now he's an adult. Yeah, he's kind of, I tell him all the time, I tease him, I say, you're past due. You're supposed to be married by now. So he found a girl back home. I didn't encourage him, okay? But he said, he told me that he knew this girl back home, but they were not lovers. You know, they started talking. It was really brief. How they got in touch again was the guy was trying to come to the US, and then apparently they started talking, and then everything now love got in the middle, but unfortunately did not get her way to the route she was trying to use. Now since they started talking love, my friend went down to Cameroon to marry this girl.
Oh wow, okay.
Everything was said and done. This guy went to Cameroon. You know what it is to leave and go back home for 2 months. This guy was down there for 2 months. Guess what? This man not home because the girl's pastor said he's not a born again.
Hi.
This guy is a born again. I can tell you, when he came to America, the person who received him is a pastor. He worshiped in his church. So in his own life, you know, people worship God differently. People, like, the way people serve God is different. But the girl's pastor says that he is not a, but like, in his eyes, he's not really a born again. And if they have to marry, it has to be in his church. But this guy, when he went, their agreement with the girl was, come home, we'll do the introduction,
yes,
the tradition,
yes,
and then we can sign so that when you come back, you'll fight for her, and then she comes down. But when he went back with all this controversy, the guy says, I'm sorry, this man has been like a father when my parents died, you know, and he's my, so, you know, I have to listen. And mentally, I wasn't very ready. Guess what this girl is? She's in her 30s.
Your friend needs to walk away. Your friend needs to walk away.
Okay, here is the thing. this is where I'm asking, because this thing is killing me.
Sit down,
I try to tell my friend this woman doesn't love you.
No.
Because
Sit down.
just the fact that you have an agreement,
Yes.
you went down there. If this guy did not spend for 2 months, it's less than 10 million.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
You know what it is? His job. He's like, what he makes for 2 weeks, this guy looked like he stayed off work for 2 months.
Hey.
Just like do rough man, I don't care. I don't want to talk say his profession, but he was gone for 2 months. And this girl said, mentally, I'm not ready.
Yes.
And the pastor is giving. Then the family is saying, oh, we want you, our in-law. This guy came, he was broken. He couldn't even talk to nobody. He couldn't talk. I'm telling you, he was shattered. And a month plus down the road, this girl reached out. I'm sorry that happened. Now I'm ready mentally.
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on, sis. Now the boy comes back. Now the girl contacts him and says, I'm ready to.
Plus, yes. She now started talking to my friend, and she's saying that she's ready now mentally, and she's ready to go against the pastor's wishes or whatever, that they should get married. And now she has sent my friend a link. It's a travel link where they do travel. I think they have offices in Nigeria, Cameroon, and wherever, some other countries in Africa. Now she wants to come, that my friend should look for a way for her to come and to go ahead and do the traditional wedding, whatever. But now my friend is going to do it as an absentee. Maybe a family member will stand in for him.
Jesus.
But,
no.
She's like, you know what? I don't want to come, and then we'll stay in the same house.
How old is your friend? How old is your friend?
Early 40s.
Now midlife crisis is about to set this guy. He should not be rushing, because has he asked what changed?
I tell you, if you see my friend,
what changed? What changed? What changed? What is she saying? What changed?
That is the thing. No, my friend is like, oh, cut her some slack. What do you think? You wanted me to marry her when she was not mentally stable? I'd rather marry her now that she has mentally accepted. I said, to hell with mental. She's blackmailing you.
Yeah.
She's just trying to.
She wants to come to the States. You need to tell your friend to run. Sorry, my honest opinion.
Yeah, she didn't want to do the official signing because it would be hard for her to divorce my friend. I've tried a lot to talk to my friend, but when love is involved, that is why I'm asking everybody on this platform.
Yes.
How can I help my friend?
Peace person is saying that Bella, I know of people who have gone through this before. So peace person, what was the outcome, Mama? Tell us, please. Please tell us what was the outcome, as well as there's a question there that has this your friend been married before?
No, she hasn't. Okay, this is what he told me something, that there was a guy in the church that I think they were was dating the girl, but you know how the Pentecostals, they do their thing. So they were dating each other, but somewhere down the road, that is a guy that the pastor wanted the girl to marry, but the relationship did not work out. That is the only thing I know about the girl's love life.
Right.
And in this relationship for the 2 months, they are practicing celibacy, like nothing. But my friend, are you crazy?
All you can say, you can only advise him. Like, I'm going to read from Bright Days Ahead. She said a comment here. She says, Bright Days Ahead says, when I leave that friend, let him test the waters. Between man and woman, when I not put on a mop today, please, time will tell. So if as much as you can give him this advice, he has the yam and the knife. He can decide. He's an adult. He's his money he's spending, right? So when
guy, I'm telling you, good job. This guy is so frustrated from the time he came back. He's like, he even lost his job because he was gone for too long. He lost his job as a result of that.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So you see, that's my problem now. He's lost his job because of this lady. Now I'm getting a feeling like he doesn't want to lose a second thing. So the thing that made him lose his job, now he doesn't want to lose that thing. Am I making sense, sis? That's how I'm feeling now. It could well be that.
But for me, because I'm looking at it like, if this thing doesn't work down the road, he's gonna lose it. And you know how it is abroad. A lot of people are stressed. The stress in these countries where we are, it's a lot. I don't want my friend to lose it, because us friends, we've had a conversation. Even the male friends have spoken to him, and they are like, everybody's afraid that he doesn't break down mentally. That is what we are afraid, because we've seen it. You know, that's what we are. I don't know. I really love this guy. I don't want him to go down that lake, to be honest.
I'm just sorry, he's gonna get burned. Oh my God. But you know,
I see, because if a woman truly loves you, she will go against all odds to make it happen. You will not live here.
Who is a pastor to judge how born again he is? How can you say somebody is not born again enough? Oh my goodness.
Yes. That's the silly excuse. And on her part, she said she's not mentally ready. But you agreed for him to leave and go back home for everything. And when he gets there, you say, "Oh, I can't do anything with you until we are legally married."
Please like the video.
Everything is fine, and I am not mentally stable right now. I don't know if I want to get into marriage yet. You know what?
I'm gonna read a comment. Well, let me see if anybody has written. Has this person written? This person has not written yet. Don't go Lily says, one person go end up cry. Unfortunately, it will be your friend. Let him make his mistakes, because he might end up blaming you guys for advising him otherwise. Yes.
I decided to step back, because I feel like I don't want to lose my friend. Okay, we've been friends childhood and all of that. I don't want to lose him, and it's okay. I pray it works out. My hope is that it works out. But for what I'm saying, it's not going. The beginning is not good. The base, the foundation.
I know, and we can all smell fish. But who are we? You can only advise your friend, and if that's what he wants, like Bright Days Ahead is saying, all you can do is to support him and be with him. When the pieces, when the glass will shatter, you should be there to as a good friend to pick up the pieces. Unfortunately, that's what we do. Yeah, but we pray that the circumstances or the situation will end up the opposite way. Yeah. No. Absolutely the right platform to bring such topics is. Thank you so much for sharing it here. Thank you. I hope your friend and yourself can seek some solution. Thank you. Thanks, sis. Bye. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all so much for contributing, for dropping your ideas. Well, Prince said something that Bella, some of these so-called pastors use different manipulation to talk to women. It's crazy. Caller, some Christians are the yes men of God and won't go against what the papa says. Yeah, Miss Kim, the pastor wants money. That's the reason. Oh, there you go. Principal said most of these men going back home to look for spouses usually have agendas anyways. And it's true. We have another caller. Hello. Yes, darling.
Also, the pastor wants a lot of tithes, a lot of offerings. That's what the pastor wants, because what these pastors nowadays do, they want their women, all they want is for them to have rich men. You know, us women are so vulnerable to pastors, and so when we get married or introduce our men to pastors will first of all ask you, where is your man based?
Hey.
Yeah.
They'll
say, where's your man based? When you say this, oh wow, here is a tree to get money. So they'll be praying every day. Sister Gloria, come. We'll pray for you. Sister Gloria, I have revelation for you. Sister Gloria. And that is how we are. Oh, Papa Pastor. Oh, Mommy Pastor. Papa Pastor, we cook food for Mommy Pastor. We cook food for Papa Pastor. That is what they do. And
not a shame.
I think the first incident was because of pastor's influence.
Yeah.
And this second incident too is still the pastor's influence.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He wants her to go and get married to him and enrich the church. Build the church from there.
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus help us.
As I told you, now they'll be praying and fasting. So that the man will come. Listen, I'm not lying.
Hey, God help us all.
I'm saying out of experience. That's everything I see. I've gone through it.
Wow.
I went, you are married. Yeah. Where's your husband? Don't I say where he is? Yeah, we are making church contribution.
What a shame.
Everybody must pledge. Everybody must pledge. Even if your husband is in abroad, he will send money for you.
God help us.
Yeah. That is it. That's what I'm saying. It's the pastor. The pastor wants tithes. The pastor wants offerings. The pastor wants everything.
Thank you for the eye-opening, Miss Kim. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our sister is listening. She's hearing you. She's hearing you. She's listening.
Yeah, the first influence was pastor, and this present one is still the pastor and nothing else. Nothing else.
Thank you.
Because they will say, yeah, Papa, put envelope for Papa. Papa is sick. Papa's child is sick. Mommy have operation. Mommy swallowed needle. Mommy is this one.
Mommy swallowed needle. Why can the mommy not swallow a frog or an elephant?
Yeah, mommy make this one. And then they go to hospital. Oh, sister fell and break leg. Oh, we should pray.
So now we understand what some of the pastors want.
We'll pray for them.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, darling sis, I hope you've heard from Miss Kim.
Bye-bye.
Pastor, thank you, darling. Thank you, my love. You've heard from Miss Kim about the pastor. It could be a hidden intention for him. He wants his own little something for himself. That's what it is. Oh, God. These are some of the challenges that people face when it comes to relationship. Bella, the pastor is the problem here. That poor girl is just a victim of manipulation here. Yes, it's true, peace person, Muma. Absolutely, because pastor is looking out for his own interest. It feels like he's looking out for the girl's interest, but I feel like Miss Kim has actually made me, start thinking. He's out for his own interest, for his pockets. And now he's probably thought, oh, if this guy walks away, nothing is going to be coming to his church. She might as well go and get married to him. And then, of course, that would be his, that would now be his in-law, because if he raised the girl, she automatically is his daughter. So that guy will be his son-in-law. Who is calling me now? Oh, God. Don't call, please. Who is this person calling me? Don't call. Right. So let's go to the last point as to some of the excuses that men or partners will make or give for having extramarital affairs. That will be low compatibility. Low compatibility. And when I think about this, the first thing that comes to mind will be mostly these arranged marriages. Okay. Because think about people that you date, you understand them, yet you're in a relationship and you still have those conflicts. I just imagine those ones that get married without knowing each other. And sometimes you don't even understand the other person, how they behave, how they operate, their upbringing, their values, how they look at life. And when you're in that marriage, in a situation like that, for a partner who cannot compromise or tolerate, they can find themselves looking out elsewhere to, to feel fulfilled, to feel happy. And also this compatibility doesn't only happen when it comes to emotion. Nowadays, when we talk about sexuality, it's a complex one. We talk about men getting married to men, women getting married to women, and you have people identifying themselves with different genders. Okay. Now, in other cultures, you have people who cannot openly come out and say, I am so and so, I am gay, I am a lesbian. They are scared to say so. So, of course, they go ahead and allow themselves to be married off to a man when they know that they love, their preference is a woman, or they go off to marry a woman when they know their preference is a man, and they are in this relationship. Now, what happens? These two are not meant to be together. They are not compatible. They are not compatible. You find a man who is married going out and having an extramarital affair with another man. You find a woman who is married going out and having an extramarital affair with another woman because she's a lesbian. And I know of cases, and I've seen on TVs, on documentaries, of people getting married, actually understanding themselves, knowing that they are not straight, they are not heterosexual, yet they get married. And what happens? They take the relationship as a secret. and they are actually dipping in the pond of the opposite sex because they know they're not heterosexual. Their community is going to frown at it, so they can just accept and come to an understanding between the two parties that they can just make this marriage happen. Whereas it's just a guise for them to have peace or distract the other people from focusing on them so they can carry on living their lives the way they want to live it. So these are just some of the reasons why, or excuses that some people give as to why they actually engage themselves in extramarital affairs. A principal says, oh yeah, that's very common with some of our brothers. Say, yes, they hide their sexualities. Get married to women when you know that your preference is a man. And of course, I don't blame them to some extent because society is literally judging and wanting to to excommunicate them from the community just because of their sexuality. So these are just some of the reasons as to why. And we cannot look at extramarital affair lightly because it has very huge damaging consequences to the family and even more so to kids when kids are involved. And when I see people like Annie Idibia and Two-Face going back and forth with their relationship and making light of the situation, it literally scares me. It scares me. Just Babe says, yes, I know of several in Cameroon. I know of several in Cameroon. See? That's what I mean. There's so many people who are living a hidden life, unhappy. In marriages where they're not supposed to be, they're not compatible because they are meant to be with a man and the woman is meant to be with a woman. Now, so please, I'm talking to every single person. If you are in a relationship where your husband is continuously having an affair outside, it's time to have a communication. It's time to sit down and talk to this person. See where they're coming from. What are their reasons? Are these reasons something that you can fix? The extramarital affair, is it something that you can actually forgive and forget and move on? If it's something that you can forgive and forget and move on, then set boundaries and see ways you can work on to build back your love and trust. And if it's something that's reoccurring time with that number, it's time to move on. It's not healthy anymore because before you realize it, you'll be falling into deep depression. Okay, people are so depressed, so much so that some of them, like Annie Idibia, want to take away their own life because of some of the things they are going through. Cheating is one of the most painful things that any human being can go through, man or woman. It's so painful. The betrayal is so hurtful. And when kids are involved, those are the principal persons in the relationship that we should be looking at. How is that behavior going to affect those kids? How is your adulterous behavior going to affect your kids? Amerita Grace Mama, welcome. It's very important that we consider that because very often we forget and we focus on ourselves, the adults, and the kids are the ones that are actually suffering. And in the case of Annie Idibia, I would say to her, for the number of times that affairs have come up and in relation to her husband, I really don't see how far she's going to address this and how much effort she's putting to address it, to set the example for her kids to see that it's not right for the way the husband is treating the mother or the dad is treating their mother. So we have to be very careful to find a balance as to where it is the right time to stop when you have a cheating husband, or when is it that you can forgive them and work on your relationship. So I want to think we'll end the show here, and I want to thank every single person for coming here, especially my darling sis, bright days ahead. Thank you so much. Annie's case is a rare one. Not sure what to say, but I guess it's her word, loyalty. Loyalty, which is used wrongly. Abuse of loyalty, I would say so, sis. Two-Face abusing that loyalty. If actually a loyalty is what it is. In every in the relationship, marriage and husband, loyalty should not even be a negotiable thing. It should be about respect, understanding, tolerance, endurance, compromise. Okay. Anyway, so I think I'm running low of the battery is running low. Actually, the phone is running low, but actually we come to the end of the show. Let me see, just a moment. Let me connect this. I'm not going to rush the closing. I will not rush the closing of the show. Just a second. I'll pick the collar. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just a minute. Hello, sis. Oops. Sit down, honey. Hello, sis. Just a second. Sit down, honey. Just a second. 1 minute, sis. I'll be with you. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you. Perfect.
I heard something about Alice. It's from
Yeah.
a broken home. Mom was a single mom. Then she said, I think it was on an interview where she said, as she was young, raised by her mom alone,
Right.
she vowed that when she gets married, she will try to keep her family together.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
what this would. So I know what the guy is doing. You know, when for men, it's hard for the man to. It's bad character that doesn't know how to do it, and he's taking advantage of the fact that the woman lost so much, and all of these things. I think on Annie's part to try to keep people from coming after her, she should accept the man for what he is.
Yeah.
Why they are dealing, how he can manage himself.
Mm-hmm.
He should accept the man. Like I saw that conversation where the man said, "Oh, I believe that men are prone to cheat."
Yes.
Or that men can do with other women that they don't love. No, my husband will never. I will never take that. You know, you have to from the beginning. You have to make your stance known. And I guess Annie let it go from the onset. That's why the man could go about having kids.
Yeah.
Right away before they even got married.
Unbelievable.
So at this point, she cannot change him. She can pray and counsel or beg the man to change, but she cannot do anything to change the man. And she has been with this man for so many years that she should deal with it. That's the man. That's the man she got married to.
Exactly.
There's nothing about it. I'm sorry that it's happening to her, but she accepted it in the first place.
Gosh.
But dear brothers, when you go out doing those things, know that it hurts. We are human like you guys. A lot of cases have happened out here where men delete their wives, you know, because just simple act of cheating. They couldn't handle it. They delete the wife and delete themselves.
Yeah.
So you guys, as much pain as you get, know it's the same thing that women get when you go out there and cheat.
Yeah.
It's just my simple, like 2 cents to the men out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's absolutely true. Because people take it for granted. People can go at lengths to hurt or pay back when sis, let me see if I can find your number to call you. Sis, there's a number on the show. Can you see? Look, the number you're calling is the number I'm using to do the vlogging. So there's a number pinned under this live show. If you can put that number down, sis, and call. That's the show number. Let's see if I can find your number and call you back. Is it possible? Yeah, if you can just call the number, sis. It's pinned right there, running the lower bar of the show. I haven't got your number on this other phone. I would have called you back. So if you can call me with that other number, WhatsApp only, that would be great. I'm just going to read some comments while we're waiting for my darling Sissy to call. All right. I don't think she can hear me. She's probably trying to call me back. Sis, if you can call me on that number, I don't go Lily. She's dropping the number right there, the lower section, in the comment section. If you can call me on that number. Okay, we're having a call now. Hello, sis. I'm good, thanks. Do you want me to put you on the show? Yay! my darling sis, my very own here. God sis, welcome to the show. This is your first time calling. Hi.
Thank you.
Is it okay if you can put down your receiver, the receiver, then that would be great.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, so can you see? Okay, can you hear me?
Oh yes, nice and clear now. Yes, sis, go on. Yes.
Okay. So I was just thinking, why is it that when something happens, especially I was to go to your first caller, the lady who said the friend, the pastor, to do with the pastor. Why is it that we always blame pastors? Like, seriously. Because this is a grown man who works, he got a good job or whatever, and he's booked his ticket.
Mm-hmm.
He's decided to go to wherever.
Sis, just say sorry. Turn down the other device a little bit down again.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Is that
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
So why are we blaming the pastor? Why should we be blaming the pastor? He's
Right.
a grown man. You know, that's his decision. And to be honest, it's something that we always refuse. If we've got a good friend, if we've got a friend or sister or whatever, or acquaintance, and that person is open enough to tell you about the relationship or to tell you about, whatever they want to do.
Right.
And, you're giving them advice and they don't take it. It means they don't love you.
Oh
That
God.
person doesn't love you. Because if somebody loves you, if you're trying to, the friend is trying to, say to you, shine your eyes or whatever, and the person is not listening, it's because they don't value your advice. And, we need to sort of start to accept that if somebody needs you, they will come for you.
Yes.
That is
I
a
mean,
fact.
sometimes sis, you can have a friend though, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Some get carried away emotionally, especially, and it's so difficult. Even sometimes, there are times that even your parents who love you will tell you, don't marry this man, and you will go ahead and still marry. So this one, the matter of the heart, is a tricky situation.
It is tricky.
Yeah.
But I guess because some people have to make those mistakes. In life, we have to make mistakes,
Yeah.
dust ourselves, and then move on.
True.
Coming to Annie Idibia's case, that is it's just because she's online. There's so many people going through all of that.
Exactly.
But the truth about it is, as you rightly said, is it a fine line between loyalty and it's okay, let me just put my head down.
Yeah.
But I guess when you're ready, because we know ourselves, women, men, we know when things are not working.
Yes.
When it's not working, we know when to move. She's not ready. She's happy taking it.
Try.
She's happy taking it.
How much can one person take?
You can even see from her body language.
Yes.
You can see the explosion.
Thank you.
Of her sitting. He couldn't help it.
Yes.
Because he kept going on that's how men do.
Hi.
Who says that?
Who says that?
It's how we've accepted, and that's why I applaud a lot of women and a lot of men as well that said, you know what, no, I'm not having it.
No.
And it's what society expects. Society is telling us a lot of things. No society should tell you. You know best how you feel. You know best, woman or man. You know how you feel in any situation.
Yeah.
Like, nobody can tell you how you feel. Because it's that thing is, oh, what if I do this? What will people say? Or what will everybody say? But nobody is there with you behind closed doors.
Exactly.
If you watch her, as beautiful as she is, she's not comfortable. She's not because it's like a veil has just covered her.
Yes.
And it's because she feels like she has to always explain. If you notice, she's always trying to take the bullet for this man.
Thank you. That's what I mean by you don't have to call your husband out.
She's waiting for everybody to say, your husband, and she's waiting to defend. Why? And this is something that I'm happy is happening in a society. We are all learning.
Yeah.
Because nobody say I'm a graduate. We all learn.
Yeah.
And it's to say, when do we draw that line?
Thank
when
you.
do we draw that line? Because it's a he's a serial
adulterer
machine.
Yeah.
And also, as women, as men, we know how our sperm, whatever ducts are. He has a very high density of his sperm action. He should know that anywhere he puts, even if when he goes to eat, he has to really clean and wash his hand very well, because he always leaves a trace. And some people are just lucky, it is well. That's the reality.
Oh my God, I love your choice of words. Oh God. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Oh my God. No, thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Oh my God, guys. This is my own very sis. When I mean sister, as in sister. Okay, such an honor to have her on the show today. As in my sister that we go places together here in the UK. So it's nice to hear her call. Right, we're having a caller again. Hi, sis.
Hello.
Yes, that is sis. Go on.
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
Quick. Okay. Thank you, caller. The previous caller before me now. So I won't come to explain every detail between my friend and I, but guess what? He lost me. He lost love and respect. It's for us in this relationship.
Right.
Childhood friends. Then we are over here.
Wow.
Okay, and we all are there when he was going down there. We advise him. His parents are alive. Not an orphan. His mother is alive back home in Cameroon. They are not happy.
Right.
So one of his siblings in Ireland, sorry.
Oh.
Then the other Cameroon. They are aware.
What a shame.
They are not happy. I brought this thing. I just wanted to know. Honestly, I stopped pushing. All of us stopped pushing.
That's the best thing to do now at this stage, to stop pushing.
Now, we know that it's not going to be right. We are just praying, begging it gets right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I want to tell you something. He's just a fortunate guy. How do I tell it? He's a mumu when it comes to women. Or women. His girlfriend, his relationship before this one, he was in that relationship for about 12 years. And this guy almost died before coming to this, okay? I'm just telling you, some men are just unfortunate. He's that kind of a man who, when he loves with everything in him. Oh, he carries his heart on his sleeves. His heart on his sleeves. Yeah. Female friends. Oh, God. Because they stop talking to all your female friends. He did that. Because he had blocked me, he didn't communicate with anybody. That's the kind of man he. So we are worried for him. Wow. That's the truth. We just have to, as a friend, advantage of him. He's just unfortunate when it comes to women. Yeah, some people are like that. He does, some of us know he does. But when it comes to love, he loves with this, I don't know how to call it, with everything in him. He doesn't listen to nobody. And people milk it. There are some people who milk such opportunities, instead of appreciating it, they'll exploit it. Oh, God. They exploit. That's the truth. That's the truth. Oh, God. But I think for your contribution. Thank you so much for that clarification, sis. Thank you so much. Oh, he needs counseling and coaching too. Thank you. That's what Bright Days Ahead is saying. Yes, it sounds like it, to be honest with you. So thank you guys. Thank you all so much for a wonderful show. Thank you so much. You need counseling, true. Yeah, exactly, Prince. Thank you all, guys. Thank you all so very much for another amazing show. We have fun as always. I want to appreciate you all for always taking the time to spend with me. My God, this is how many hours I would have decided to use it to do some other things, but you decided to come and spend it here with me. I appreciate you all so much. I'm indebted to all your kindness and support. I just want to give you all a shout out. Thanks and appreciation to my darling big sis, Just Babes, my own very sis, who has been so gracious today in the house as well. Bright Days Ahead. I don't know when you're going to start back our show, sis. You better come back. I know work and all.
Because you're doing a fantastic programs on that channel. Prince Melvin Nation, my baby bro, thank you so much. My big sis, Shireen's Kitchen. Hope my baby sis is doing good. Thank you so much. I don't go Lily, darling Mrs. Always been there. Principal, the voice of reason. Thank you so much for always being the peace person, my mama, one and only. Thank you, mama, always supporting your sister. I appreciate you so much. The mother, my wisdom sis. Thank you for always being there. Unmerited Grace, my another mama, my kinsmen, my clans people. Thank you so much, mama, for always being there to support me. Thank you. I appreciate you. Queen Atkins Diamond, Miss Kim, the Miss Kim. Thank you so much. Raw Mothers. Oh my God, my auntie was here. I didn't see it. Auntie, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great today, my darling auntie. Thank you so much. One of my biggest supporter. Thank you, auntie, for coming. I appreciate you. Healthy lifestyle with Aya. Thank you so much. Tata Monano, thank you so much. Thank you for always being there. Queen Bridget, thank you so much. Visionary Star TV, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin, thank you so much, Mommy Brie, for always being there to support. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming and supporting me. Please, if you haven't liked the video, please do me a favor and do that just before you leave. And the link you see running through is that of Shireen's Kitchen. That's my baby sis who is based in the United States of America doing some culinary programs, amazing recipes, beautiful young lady, breaking bounds, not doing the usual that her mates will be doing, running around, chasing boys, you know, painting nails, doing lashes, and all those unnecessary things. She's in the kitchen trying to teach others how to cook nice African meals. So please, if you haven't subscribed to Shireen's Kitchen, do me a favor. If you truly love me, please go there and subscribe and support my baby sis. Please, let's grow her channel and encourage other youngsters to do the same. So thank you all so very much. I hope I've appreciated and thanked everybody for coming. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Yes, those are the ones I can see for now. So thank you all so very much. I wish you all a great rest of the week. I'll probably see you all at some point next week, Monday or Thursday. We're going to have another interesting show. I remember the topic I said the last time, why women shouldn't fight over a man. We are still having that topic pending. We haven't discussed it. So thank you, Prince. So we'll probably touch that maybe next week. And then maybe touch a little bit more on also hygiene, feminine hygiene. So thank you all so much. Exactly, Peace Person Mama, very interactive as always. I thank you all so very much for always making it so fun and interactive and educative. So I'll see you all next week. I love you all back to back. It's goodbye for me and the co-host. Let's play some song and dance our way out. Let's listen to our own Queen of Culture, Suru was here a while ago. Bye, bitches. Giole se sigale nuiba mokurule masa. Giole se sigale nuiba mokurule masa. Ayao. Yes, Prince. Giole se sigale nuiba mokurule masa. Giole se sigale nuiba mokurule masa. Ayao. So what's in you lendo ile? When you le masa. Oh, papa, when you le masa. Bye, sis. Sam. All right, so let's do this. Sam. My foreign ladies, thank you, darling sis. Aya oh, njia le sesugale no iba mokule masa. Aya oh, Big sis Zion and Fred. Thank you, my darling big sis. And to all the callers, my darling big sis, the caller, you know yourself. Thank you so much, sis. Oh. I don't go, Lily. Why you doing cartwheels? Why you doing cartwheels, sis? FBI clearance, my sweet big sis. Thank you so much for coming. Ngumajino wakwa wandi o, ngumajino wakwa wandi. Ngumagema si kwena sasa, kwena sasa do. Ngumagema si kwena sasa. Alele, alele. Ooh, give you Cassie Cassie. Oh, what's this? Hey, Well, this is all right. Stay with me. Oh, please make sure you close the door and lock the key, please. Close the door and bolt the lock, rather. Thanks, guys. Bye. I don't go, Lily. Love you, big sis. Thank you so much. All right, I'm done, Mama. Co-host is calling. Bye, everybody. Bye.